the highlands of the Rift Valley. The global environment capital and 10th highest capital city in the world has highland forests and wetlands that give rise to a multitude of rivers and streams. Of these rivers that flow across the city, 3 are centrally located and make up what is referred to as the Nairobi River Basin: Ngong River, Mathare River, and Nairobi River. We'll travel across the city following these 3 rivers and highlighting their path and the environmental challenges they face. Ngong River is reputed to be Kenya's most polluted river. It rises from a spring near Ngong Road and flows east towards Kibera. The river is dammed at the Jamhuri Park Dam to provide water, as it is largely unpolluted at this point. The second tributary, Motoine River, springs from the extensive forests near Dagoretti and flows parallel to the southern bypass into the Ngong Road forest and onwards towards Kibera. The 2 rivers confluence outside Kibera informal settlements and flow into the Kibera Valley as Ngong River. Ngong River experiences its first ecological challenge in the informal settlement as untreated sewage and human waste is dumped into the flowing river. The effects of pollution are soon evident as Nairobi Dam chokes in the hyacinth of Ngong River's polluted waters. Nairobi Dam was once a primary source of water for the capital. The dam also hosted a sailing club and was a popular recreational spot in the post-colonial decades. Ngong River flows out of Nairobi Dam as filthy black water before crossing Mbagathi Way towards Langata Road. The river flows under Langata Road across Nairobi West and South C before crossing Mombasa Road towards South B, where it encounters further pollution. In this midsection of Ngong River, the mix of industrial and human pollution choked the river. The industrial area, Kenya's premier manufacturing hub, is located on the banks of Ngong River. The establishment of the industrial zone in this location was partly influenced by the availability of fresh water from the river. Mukuru informal settlements line the river banks adjacent to the industrial area and form the bulk of the landscape along Ngong River between South B and Outer Ring Road. The industries and informal settlements both pollute the river as they discard industrial and human waste to flow downstream. By the time Ngong River approaches Outer Ring Road, it is reputed to be the most polluted river in Kenya. The river crosses Outer Ring Road near Donholm and flows east past Kayole and the Soweto informal settlements, where more pollution from human waste is dumped into the river. The polluted Ngong River finally joins Nairobi River in Jiru Town, ending its journey across the city. The story of Mathare River is a story of contrasts. The river shows the socio-economic divide in Nairobi as it flows along a deep, wide valley in the central part of the city. Like the case of the other rivers in the Nairobi River Basin, Mathare River springs out of the ground in the highlands west of Nairobi and flows south of Limuru before it is dammed at Kabete Dam. Kabete Dam offers a recreational site and acts as a source of water. The river pours out of Kabete Dam and silently snakes beneath a green canopy through the green suburbs of Lower Kabete, Loresho, Spring Valley, and Muthaiga. As it approaches Thika Road near Pangani, Mathare River is joined by the first of its tributaries, the Kibagare River, which flows from Kangemi through Westlands and Parklands. The second half of Mathare River sees a change in the face of the river as the deep, wide valley changes from a tree-filled profile to dense settlements. Tall apartment blocks line the short Pangani section before the river flows into the Mathare informal settlement. This section of Mathare Valley is flanked by Juja Road and Thika Road on either side. Between them lies a V-shaped valley where Mathare River flows. A peculiar feature of Nairobi's informal settlements is their existence in deep river valleys where they are not easily visible when traveling across the city. Mathare River faces significant pollution in this section. Untreated sewage and human waste is dumped into the river, which provides an easy discharge route in a place devoid of planned infrastructure. The second tributary, Getadhuru River, flows from Limuru through Kitusuru, where it lends its name to the estate, before snaking through Sigiria Karura Forest and Muthaiga Golf Club to join Mathare River behind Utalii College. Farming is undertaken along Getadhuru Valley between Thika Road and Utalii College, as the river has not encountered significant pollution at this stage. The rivers then confluence and flow towards Outer Ring Road, past Kariobangi North to Lucky Summer, where Mathare River ends its journey by joining Nairobi River. The Dandora Dam Site and Dandora Falls are found near the confluence of Nairobi and Mathare River. From the largest tropical swamp in Africa, Ondiri Swamp, located outside Kikuyu town. At this nascent stage, Nairobi River flows through Kikuyu, Udhiru, Kangemi, and Kawangware, where it is joined by several other small streams. The high-density population of the upstream section of Nairobi River is in contrast to Ngong and Mathare rivers and presents the challenge of pollution right from the outset. Nairobi River continues its flow through Mudangari, past James Gishuru Road, Westlands, and Riverside towards Chiromo, where it is joined by Kericho River. At Mishuki Park, the potential of a rehabilitated Nairobi River becomes evident. The cleanup and reforesting of Mishuki Park has turned what was once an illegal dump site into a green haven within Nairobi's central business district. Shaded walking paths by the river under an endless canopy gives a glimpse of a potential non-motorized walkways along Nairobi's rivers. Beyond the CBD, Nairobi River continues its eastward flow, passing through Ngara, Karioko, Gikomba, Majengo, and Shauri Moyo. Unplanned developments such as unofficial markets and informal settlements have cropped up along this midstream section of the river valley. Nairobi River continues its journey through neighborhoods in Eastlands. The river flows south of the Kenya Air Force Base in Eastleigh, separating the military airport from Shauri Moyo, Kimathi, and Buruburu estates. Beyond Outer Ring Road, Nairobi River flows past Kariobangi South towards Dandora, where it is joined by Mathare River. Nairobi River then flows near Dandora dam site, where the threat of pollution intensifies. A few meters from the confluence of Nairobi and Mathare River is the Dandora Falls. The lost recreational value of the Dandora Falls is immediately obvious. Even with the stench from the black river water, the beauty of Dandora Falls is evident. The falls are not the only lost heritage in this section. Buried under the pollution is the heritage of urban colonial resistance. This location was the site of the Battle of Dandora Swamp, where Mau Mau soldiers put up a spirited fight against British colonialists in October 1954. Beyond Dandora, Nairobi River is joined by Ruaka River and Ngong River at Njiru. In Ruai, treated sewage from the Nairobi Sewage Treatment Works is released to Nairobi River before the river dramatically tumbles down the scenic Ruai Falls. As it approaches the end of its journey, Nairobi River meanders its way and flows into Athi River. The rivers of Nairobi form part of the Athi River basin that drains the eastern escarpment of the Rift Valley. Athi River crashes down the 14 falls near Mount Kilimambogo, then flows round the mountain through the heartland of southeastern Kenya. Flowing adjacent to Yatta Plateau for over 250 kilometers, farms line up either side of the river valley where fruits and vegetables are grown in bulk. Each drop of water from the polluted rivers of Nairobi River Basin ultimately finds its way into Athi River, and this filthy water is used to run these farms. In a twist of fate, the food grown along the river ultimately finds its way back to Nairobi, causing health complications for the residents of the city. The health crisis is also keenly felt along the Athi River Valley. The pollution of Athi River has also affected development projects like the Thwake Dam, as observed by the Auditor General. Rehabilitation and cleaning of the rivers of Nairobi will ensure the 82 billion shilling project is viable and guarantee water provision from the dam. At Tsavo, Athi River is joined by Tsavo River flowing from Mount Kilimanjaro. The river then flows through Tsavo East, finally draining its waters into the Indian Ocean outside Malindi. With a river path that flows centrally across a major metropolis, the urban challenges of housing, planning, and waste disposal converge to present an ecological challenge to a river basin that holds so much promise and once served as the city's primary source of fresh water. The formation of the Nairobi Rivers Commission was a first step in the right direction towards rehabilitating the river basin after which the city is named. The Commission has undertaken a zoning exercise in conjunction with riverine communities and divided the rivers into several zones from where the cleanup efforts will be coordinated. Satellite offices stationed in each of these zones will host multi-agency teams involved in the cleanup effort and serve as coordination points for the Commission's work. Riparian mapping undertaken by the Nairobi River Commission is of critical importance to the success of the rehabilitation work, as it helps identify encroachment and pollution zones. The Nairobi River Basin has the distinction of being a river basin that rises and flows within a metropolis. Recognition of the unique nature of this ecological challenge is central to the work that the Nairobi Rivers Commission is undertaking. Rehabilitation of the Nairobi River Basin will offer great benefits to the residents of Nairobi and Athi River Basin and return this waterway into the natural treasure it once was.